Hello, good friends. Today's book is a double book. That means it has two stories in it. It has the three billy goats Gruff, and it has the wolf and the kids. Let's check them out. This is from a pretty old book. The three billy goats Gruff. Once upon a time, there were three billy goats named Gruff who lived together on a mountainside. On their mountainside there was very little to eat, but just across the way was a beautiful pasture of green grass. On the way to this pasture they had to pass over a bridge, and under the bridge lived a big, bad troll. One day, trip trap, the youngest billy goat Gruff started to cross the bridge. "Who trips over my bridge?" roared the troll. "Only littlest billy goat Gruff," said the little goat in his soft, small voice. "Aha! I am going to come up and eat you," said the troll. "Oh, don't eat me," cried the littlest billy goat Gruff. "My brother is coming after me, and he is much bigger than I." So the troll grumbled and rumbled, but he let the littlest billy goat Gruff cross the bridge. Soon, trip, trap, the second billy goat Gruff started across the bridge. "Who trips over my bridge?" roared the troll. "Only the middle-sized billy goat Gruff," said the second goat in his middle-sized voice. "Aha! I am going to come up and eat you," said the troll. "Oh, don't eat me," cried the middle-sized billy goat Gruff. "My brother is coming after me, and he is much bigger than I." So the troll grumbled and rumbled, but he let the middle-sized billy goat Gruff cross the bridge. Soon, trip, trap, trip, trap, trip, trap, the biggest billy goat Gruff started across the bridge. "Who tramps over my bridge?" roared the troll. "It is I, great big billy goat Gruff," shouted the biggest goat in his great big voice. "Aha! I am going to come up and eat you," said the troll. "Come along then," cried the great big billy goat Gruff. So up came the old troll. But the great big billy goat Gruff put down his head and bounded forward and hurled that troll right off the bridge, and he was never seen again. Then the great big billy goat Gruff joined his two brothers in the pasture, and the grass was so delicious that all three goats grew round and plump before they walked home again. Here's the second story, The Wolf and the Kids. Once upon a time, a mother goat and her 7 little kids lived in a cozy hut near a deep forest, and in the very darkest part of that same forest lived a wicked wolf. One day, the mother goat had to go into the forest to search for food. She called her 7 kids to her and warned them, "Do not open the door to anyone when I am gone, for it might be the wicked wolf." The 7 kids promised not to open the door even a little bit, and the mother goat ran off. Scarcely had the mother goat disappeared between the trees when there came a rat-tat-tapping on the little hut's door. "Open the door, my dear children," called a rough voice. "It is your mother, and she has brought something for each of you." But the 7 kids heard how rough the voice was. "You are not our mother," they cried. "Our mother's voice is soft and sweet, and yours is loud and rough. You are the wicked wolf. Go away." The wolf padded home angrily and gulped a great pot of honey. Then he ran back so fast that his ears whistled in the wind, and soon was rat-tat-tapping on the door again. "Open the door, my sweet children," the rascal called in his new sweet voice. "It is your mother, and she has brought something for each of you." The 7 kids heard how sweetly he spoke, and had almost turned the key when they saw his black wolf's paw lying against the window pane. "You are not our mother," they cried. "Our mother's paw is white, and yours is black. You are the wicked wolf. Go away." So the wicked wolf went to the baker and said, "Cover my paws with white flour, or I will eat you up." The trembling baker did as he was told, and the wolf ran back so fast that his ears whistled in the wind, and rat-tat-tapped on the door for a third time. "Open the door, my dear children," he called sweetly, laying his white paw against the window pane. "It is your mother, and she has brought something for each of you." The 7 kids heard the sweet voice and saw the nice white paw. "It's Mother!" they cried, their 7 little tails flicking for joy, and they hurried to throw open the door. There, to their horror, stood the wicked wolf. In a flash, the 7 little kids ran to hide. The first sprang under the table, the second sprang into the bed, the third hid in the stove, the fourth ran into the kitchen, the fifth squeezed into a cupboard, the 6th crawled under the washtub, and the second and youngest jumped into the big old grandfather clock. But the wolf found them soon enough. One after another he gulped them down. The only one he did not find was the youngest, who had hidden in the grandfather clock. After he had eaten the little kids, the wolf waddled out into the woods and lay down to sleep. When the mother goat came home, the door was swinging wide open, and the room was topsy-turvy. She called her children one by one, but got no answer. At last she called her youngest child, and a little voice cried, "Here I am, in the clock." Out of the grandfather clock bounded the youngest kid, and he told his mother how the wolf had tricked them all. The mother goat set out at once to find the wolf, and soon she came upon him, snoring beneath a shady tree. Something she saw was still moving inside him. Very quietly, the mother goat ran home and brought back her sewing basket. She took her scissors and, snip, snip, she cut a big slit in the wicked old wolf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out bounded the little kids, good as new. "Now each of you bring a big stone from the river bank," said the mother goat. So the little kids dragged up 6 heavy stones, and the mother goat filled the wolf's empty stomach with them and neatly sewed it shut. After a while the wicked wolf woke up. Feeling very thirsty from the stones inside him, he went down to the river to take a drink. But the stones were so heavy that, when he leaned over to drink, he fell kersplash into the water, and that was the end of him. The mother goat hurried her 7 little kids home and bolted and barred the house. And you may be sure they never opened the door to anyone again, not even a little bit. I hope you enjoyed that, friends. See you soon.